Hello, hello, welcome. You are about to learn one of the easiest, sweetest recipes for garlic lovers. My name is Malcolm Saunders. I'm here at the Light Cellar teaching kitchen, production kitchen down in Bowness, Calgary. And I've been invited by the Calgary Horticultural Society to present for this garlic festival. Yeah, if you're tuning in, I know you love garlic, and this is a fantastic recipe to learn. It is so easy and so very delicious, especially if you love garlic. And I'll show you a couple of variations that you can do with it, but it's literally just 2 ingredients for this recipe. It's one way to be able to preserve the harvest, whatever you got this year in your garlic harvest, or if you're buying it from a local farmer. Savor the flavor of garlic. Absolutely. All right, so let's dive in. This is fermented garlic in honey. Now, there are a number of ways to ferment garlic. I want to showcase one of the simplest, one of the easiest, to take these beauties and ferment it. And we're going to use one of my other favorite foods, honey. We're just going to combine these two together simply, and I'll share with you how you want to kind of allow the process to happen. All right, so you need honey and garlic. Being a garlic lover, I'm sure you've got your hands on the very best garlic that you know of. You find nice heirloom, locally grown, awesome, wonderful. It's delicious. So you're gonna wanna be able to peel it back to the individual cloves. Now it's up to you if you wanna chop them or you can leave it whole. Totally up to you, maker's choice. And your next ingredient is you're gonna want honey. Now this could be any type of honey. Again, I prefer things like that are wild, that are local. A nice wildflower honey keeps the flavors neutral. I would just recommend that you get something raw, unheated, unpasteurized, and ideally if it's in a liquid state. Now, if it's a little bit crystallized, then for sure, just put it in a little double boiler and make sure that it does come down to a liquid state so you're able to pour it over top of the garlic. So here, I'm halfway through the recipe already. I've got my garlic peeled and I'm gonna leave these whole. So we've got the cloves that are whole in a jar. And like I mentioned, I was suggesting we're gonna start small, give you that success that you will know you will get, and then you can scale up with the recipe here. So we've got our garlic. We're gonna now pour honey on top. That's it, that's all we're gonna do. So you need enough honey to cover. So however much garlic you are using, just make sure you have enough honey to be able to cover it completely. Now it's gonna take a moment for it to kind of pour and make its way through and get all the way to the bottom and coat all of that garlic. Now initially, there are stages to this where you do want to have the lid on tight. You're gonna wanna have the lid on tight because every day you're going to turn this upside down. So whatever direction it is, you turn it the other way around. And then that way, it allows the garlic to constantly be bathed and covered in the honey. If upon first doing it, you're like, oh, actually, maybe I didn't add enough honey, you can always add more at any time, no problem. All right, very, very key thing here that you want to do as well, as you turn it, you also want to just lessen the jar. Just unscrew the lid a little bit. If there's any gases building up, that will release the pressure. So if you, on day 1, just sealed up the jar and then you did your tossing and turning, it's gonna build up a lot of pressure and eventually it's gonna explode. So every day or 2 days, make sure you do loosen the lid, let the gases release, that pressure will come off the top of the lid, you'll be able to feel it. And if there's no pressure there, then go ahead and seal that jar up. Now at any time, I will invite you, you can take a taste, right? Even on day 1. Now, you can add other things to it if you want, right? Maybe you want a little bit of chilies in there, kick it up with a bit of heat, a bit of spice. You can add that. Maybe you want a little bit of orange zest. Maybe you want a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Anything goes. Herbs, spices, you can add it in. Now, I'm using whole garlic cloves And it's going to take a little bit longer for all that garlic flavor and essence to kind of get infused to the honey. If you chop it and expose more of the chemicals, that'll more easily transfer into the honey, and it'll be done a lot sooner. One of the benefits of whole cloves, even though it might take a little bit longer, is it's much easier to separate out. So let's say, for instance, you want to use one of those now, or maybe you just want the honey. It's much easier to be able to strain it out if it's a whole clove. But again, maker's choice, you decide. Maybe try them both, see what you prefer. But at some point, you're gonna go, yes, it's done. It's got enough bite, enough potency, enough pungency, and you can do a number of things. You can then remove the garlic cloves and store them in a little container in the fridge, chop that up, add them to your meals, your salads, anywhere that you want that honey garlic flavor. And then the honey itself, if you strained it out, you can actually just leave it on the counter. It's going to be a little bit more liquid than what you started off with your honey, because some of that moisture from the garlic is going to transfer to the honey. So it's going to make a little bit more viscous, not viscous, a little bit more liquid than you initially started with, and it'll be preserved forever. And again, nice to add into your salad dressings, take it by the teaspoon, anywhere you want that honey garlic flavor. So hope you guys enjoyed that recipe. Hope you're inspired. If you want to learn more from me, again, my name is Malcolm Saunders. Got a superfood shop here down in Bowness in Calgary. Our motto is we help you find and learn how to craft your own food and medicine. Simple little recipe ideas like this. We've got a YouTube channel. You can check us out there. You can come visit us in person. We have so much in store, including an elixir bar. We're making stuff fresh from scratch, superfood treats, superfood chocolates, elixirs, and we've got a whole store full of unique, hard to find, high quality items to help build your health, you on your journey, all the way from nuts and seeds to sea vegetables to herbs from around the world to the medicinal mushrooms, you name it. Check us out at lightcellar.ca. We've also got a class calendar coming up for the autumn, and we are also the main organizers behind the Calgary Fermentation Festival. That's going to be happening again this year. It's an annual thing that we do every year, and I look forward to connecting with you in all the ways that I can, and I'm stoked that you are going to be trying this recipe out. You can reach me through the website, through our social media, at Light Cellar on Facebook, on Instagram, the YouTube channel. You let me know if you have any questions at any time about your process making this honey garlic, and enjoy.